Let's see. I know, but I'm so nervous because not only am I in this spot where I do not get good connection, but the internet's being used a lot right now from my son and his friends. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And this lighting's so weird, but let's see how it goes. Oh, you're missing them? I'll try to jump on more at night. Hi, Sybil. So far, so good on the connection. I keep peeking at it. I used to be able to see on here, like I would have like it would let me know how my connection is, and now I have to like click on all these things to see it. So that's why I'm like reaching over all the time. All right, I think we're okay. This is my favorite spot. I don't move from this spot very often. Hi, Helwa. How are you? Hi, Brenda. Oh, see, I gotta start. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's my timing because I'm on every morning now. So I know your guys' times is different, right? But I'll try to mix it up. I know I feel bad. Like I know Nathan always says to jump on later too. Hi, Shelly. I'll try to do different times for you guys. Hi, Bridget. Oh, JC, it was really good. How was yours? My Christmas was nice. It flies by. It flies by so fast. Hi, Ashley. Yes, I'm back. Hey, Tony. Oh, I know. Christine is the best. Oh, that's so nice, JC. Yeah, well, you know me. Like I always say, who was teasing me? I think it was Christine. Like I'm all about Christmas until it's actually Christmas. Then it's like, oh, okay, it's Christmas. Like, and now I'm back to loving Christmas again. I like Christmas when it's not Christmas. No, I do. I enjoy Christmas. I do. I look forward to like seeing the kids and stuff like that. Especially my nieces and nephews because they're little and they're just like so much fun. And my nephews, they just got like their an iPod, is that what it is or whatever? They don't have phones, but they can talk to me. So like now they're like texting me, and yesterday my one nephew FaceTimed me. So now like they're just keeping in touch with me. Oh yeah, I always said that. How I always said I never try to like make it too big or build it up too much to the point where because like then you're like, oh, it's over. It's like yeah, it's all fun, but it comes back before you know it, right? Like I used to tell my kids that when they were little because like The build up of Christmas is so much, right? They build it up, they build it up. And then like it's over and like then they start to feel sad. And I'm always like, guys, it comes back before you know it. Like Christmas is like you blink and then it's back again. I know, they're so cute. They're literally the cutest kids ever. I can't handle it. They're like I always say, like my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, they have 4 kids. They have 2 boys and 2 girls. They're the most gorgeous kids I've ever seen. I'm like, how do you have 4 perfect kids? How can I manifest the interview? I went so they can call me. So Brenda, like, that's the thing. It's when you're constantly worrying about it, like, don't worry about it. The thing about it is, guys, even if you can just get calm enough, Brenda, it'll go your way. Like, it's already done. You already have it, right? So it's more about just getting calm and relaxing your body. Here's what I always used to say. Like, think about it like this. I used to say, I already got the job. You already got the job. Now it depends on if you really like it or not. So like, now I already got it either way. Like, even if they don't call you, I already got it. Now it just depends on if I get there and if I even like it. So you have to like see it differently to release some of that resistance, right? So just keep relaxing. Is it Amber or Christine? Is it Amber Christine? Like, is that your middle name? Keep breathing, keep relaxing your body in those moments. Use those times to your advantage to remind yourself you're okay, you're safe, everything's okay, like I'm okay. And just keep relaxing your body in those moments. So use those moments like when you're having anxiety to help do the relaxing practices where you're just like breathing and you're settling yourself down like into this moment, right? I always say, like, no matter how many times I do this stuff, and guys, like, I think I'm a pro at it, I still get anxiety from time to time. Like, you're still human. You're still human. Ah, Tony, I love that. I love that, Tony. Oh, I love that, Nene. Oh, thanks, Ed. Here's the best part about all this stuff and all the things that you know now is that you can't make a mistake ever because this is all for fun. There ain't nothing serious going on here. Nothing's going to miss you. Like, you're not going to miss an opportunity. You're never going to miss an opportunity. And to me, honestly, from my experience before knowing about manifesting, I believe that resistance plays a part in this. I believe it builds up your desires. Like when I was manifesting a job before I knew about manifesting, and I was like every day applying for this job, there was already a job there trying to get to me. And as soon as I let go, it landed right there. So hi Dream. How are you, Dream? So like when I think about it, like I feel like to me, that's part of it sometimes is building up the resistance to things. I think Bobby talks about it a lot too. And Abraham doesn't, I don't know if Abraham really talks about it exactly like that, but I've noticed that through my experience. Hi, Nathan. Through my experience, that buildup of resistance can also serve you. Because as soon as you let go, and you will eventually, it's going to come blasting into your life in the best way possible. Oh, hi, Pixie. Thanks, Pixie. How do you not react to the 3D? So you have to practice not reacting, Brenda. You have to practice it. Non-reaction's a practice because we're all reactive, right? So you're using everything in your reality, anything that's happening in your reality now, and even when things, not just when things pop up that cause a reaction out of you, just in general, practice relaxing, doing relaxing practices. But when something does show up and it like shakes you, just relax your body, settle yourself down, relax your shoulders, like really, really relax, really soften your body in those moments. Remind yourself you're okay because when you're neutral, guys, it has to go your way. It's all about being neutral and getting yourself to that neutral place, right? That calm, neutral place. That's what my practices do for you. And you have to like watch it. It's like always working in your favor. It will always go your way. That's what moves you to best case scenario. But you got to practice this all the time. You really do. Oh, Pixie, I was just saying, I got to do these lives at different times, guys. I know I've been just so consistent with the morning lives, and I'm like get on such a good routine because I've been like so good at doing them every morning. But I'll start to add them. Maybe not every single night because I never know how my night's going to go. But anytime I have time like this, I'll jump on for you guys at night. Hi, Mike. Yeah, so like when you're praying from a place of just knowing it's done, though, it's not like you're begging for anything because everything you want's done. So like prayer is very effective, but it's like, it's like knowing that every possibility exists in this moment. You get to be, don't have anything you want. So it's more of like, oh, I would like to experience that, and then it's done and it's making its way to you. So when I'm relaxing, Nicole, it depends. It depends. Like, so if I'm having resistance around something, or if I have, like I'm at a place now where I don't have really fear-based belief systems attached to this is why you do the practices, because now when I'm having a lower energy, there's no story attached. Where when you're working through your fear-based belief systems at first and doing these practices, for the most part, there's always some like stories attached to it. So you're just going to continue doing the practices. That's what's releasing them. But eventually, there's not really stories attached anymore. You're just kind of neutral and you're riding out that lower energy. So when I'm in a lower energy, I'm not really thinking of anything. But when I'm relaxing and just doing like right now, I'm just relaxing, I'm thinking about anything. I'm usually listening to my affirmations, listening to my audio. Honestly, that's 100,000,000% the truth. When I'm relaxing and doing something like just relaxing with a cup of tea, I'll be listening to my affirmations or listening to my audio, doing something like positive like that. Like something that's going to serve me, right? It's a practice, Brenda. It's a practice. So it's like, you're really just releasing. So you got to make it a bit, see, this is the thing. Overthinking. Don't make it about how do I stop overthinking. You gotta make it about how you feel. Because when you don't feel good, that's when you want to do the practices of relaxing and staying calm. Because you can thinking's fine. It's when something shows up that's upsetting you or affecting you, right? That's a belief that doesn't serve you. So meditation will help you think less, though. If you want to slow down your thinking, if you're an overthinker, start a meditation practice. Start a meditation. I can't tell you how many times I talk about meditation. I still meditate to this day. It comes easier to me now, but you have to stick to it. So the practice that I always say when it comes to meditating is to find a sound that you like. It could be even in your house. It could be like your refrigerator. It could be a fan. And sit in silence for like 5 minutes and focus on the sound. That's going to help you think less and not be so much of an overthinker. Keep redirecting your focus to the actual sound over and over again. And Brenda, go to my playlist on here. I have easy, fun meditations. There's all kinds of cool sounds on there you can listen to. Oh, I know, Nene. It's so awesome. I'm just scrolling up. Oh, nice to see you too, Mike. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything on here. So Kimmy, it's all normal what you're saying here. It's all normal, guys. Like you go through some of these emotions, right? And you have to know you're always making progress. You're always moving forward. You can't make a mistake. You're going to get better at this, even in the moments that you feel like I'm not getting this. I'm back in those lower energies. Well, that's a part of it. That's a part of it. You're releasing a lot of programming at first, a lot of fear-based belief systems. Eventually, you do get on the other side. I still have lower energy moments, but they're different now. I still live my life through them, and they're always serving me. There's always a positive on the other side of it, right? I don't connect a story to it anymore. It's really just guidance now. It's really just moving me towards more. But at first, you are releasing a lot of programming. You're releasing some fear-based belief systems. My hair does not look good, but thank you. I appreciate that. But my hair was in a ponytail all day. I don't know how girls do ponytails. I try to do them just because my hair is dirty and I want it to be easy. So I pull it up like on the third or fourth day instead of washing it. And by like 5 o'clock, I'm like, I got to take this ponytail out. I got a headache. So that's why my hair is like kind of weird right now. But thank you, Roberto. I appreciate it. It's really dirty and I got to wash it so bad. You know, I had an interview a month ago. I did what you said, but I did get the job. Oh, yeah. So I always say, like, think about it like this. Even if you don't got the job, do you realize there's a million other jobs? Listen, I had jobs. Let me tell you right now, nothing that's meant for you is going to miss you. I promise you. Whenever I got jobs, I always, like, sometimes I would pick the wrong one. And I'd be like, oh, man, I should have picked that other job. And I would just leave. I would be, like, in there a couple days, and I'd say, yeah, I'm not going to stay here. And then I would go to the other one. And I was like, oh my God, this job was meant for me. This job was literally meant for me. I was like born to work at this place. You just know don't force yourself to stay at places that you're not a fit for. If you don't get the job, trust me, you probably weren't a fit for it. You probably weren't a fit for it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I'm saying. You probably weren't a fit for it anyway. Don't stress about it. There's a million. You're so unlimited. Don't think so limited when you don't get the job. Like, oh my God, I didn't get the job. I didn't get the job. There's no other jobs. There was many jobs I didn't get when I was trying so hard to get a job. I was applying every single day. Nobody was getting back to me. But then when I released resistance, when I gave up, I got the best job ever. Like literally the best job ever. Guys, don't take things so seriously. Don't take all this so seriously. That's where these practices are going to help you be more light about life, be more carefree, be more unbothered, right? Doing these practices. We take things so seriously. We think this is all so serious, and it's not. I know it feels that way at first, but you just be consistent with the practices. Yeah, Sandy, do it. God, yeah. Sandy said, I did a vision board out of fun because it made me feel happy and light. Is that okay? Of course, please. That's why I say, Sandy, just because I don't do certain things doesn't mean you can't do them. Don't listen to everything I say. Do what feels best for you, right? Ah, I love that. I love that. Like I tell you guys what I do and what I don't do. But you always have to do what's best for you, right? I'm trying to think, like I just started introducing affirmations. I literally just started. And they're just words. They're just words. This is what I would say. Stick with my practices though. Do whatever you want, whatever kind of techniques you want to do, that's fine. But just also could be consistent with my practices, which are just what? My practices are just relaxing your body and practicing non-reaction and learning how to be neutral in things that don't feel, when things pop up that don't feel good. So that's really important. Even as things start to manifest, you still want to master that. So do whatever you want to do, whatever feels best for you, because you can't make a mistake, guys. Like for me, when I started doing affirmations in the beginning, I was like, oh, no. I wasn't ready for that kind of stuff because I was still like unhappy and I was still trying to figure this out. And I was like, I already manifested things that way and it never made me happy. So I needed to find another way. So that's what led me to practicing non-reaction. Non-reaction changed my life, literally changed my life. Now I'm starting to introduce things like affirmations and like those types of things, right? And, doing the ones that I feel like doing when I feel like doing them. That's all. Like, I'm not like persisting. Like I got to persist all the time in this thing, right? Yeah. Don't ever question yourself, guys. Like, you don't have to ask me, like, is that okay? Like, if something feels good, it's good. Plain and simple. Just Be consistent with the practices and the relaxing practices and your meditation practices and all those things. Be consistent with those types of things, but do whatever you want to do, guys, to manifest. Do whatever you want to do that feels good to you, right? As long as you're consistent with, like I said, practicing non-reaction and doing those types of practices. At manifesting easily, well, it was like a type of thing where, like, I can never explain it, Hawa, because it just starts, it's like when you're not, you feel it within you because you don't have that, you're starting to have more fun. How long did it take? I don't know, probably with understanding this information and doing the practices for a while. I was doing it right away. Things were manifesting right away though, but you don't realize it, Hawa. So it's hard to explain because things were manifesting right away. I just wasn't realizing what was happening. So I can't even say like how long it took because it was everything was manifesting right away. But you can't put the puzzle pieces together at first, right? So it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, I can see why that all happened and why it happened that way. Does that make sense? Hi, Marianne. Oh, Phil, I love it. That makes me so happy. So you did your first video on TikTok. Yeah. It's fine. You know what? Like I remember, Phil, like I used to do TikTok videos and I would overthink the video. Now I don't ever overthink a video. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you get and you don't even like you get to a point where you're like, I don't even care anymore. And then it's like you don't even think about it anymore. You put them out there. But at first, oh my gosh, I used to delete them. I would post them and then delete them. It's funny because like even now, like I get so many people that resonate with me. I don't really get many people that like argue with me or say I'm crazy anymore or disagree with me. Like it's more people that just resonate with what I'm saying. And that happens over time. But it's all helping you. It's all serving you, especially if you're doing these practices. But yeah, I think who said it? Who said it's different for everybody? I think as long as you're doing these, it's always happening. It's always unfolding for you, right? Like when you're understanding what flow is and what it means to be in flow and you're doing these practices, you'll look back and say, I can see how it was always working for me. Like you can't see the big picture of everything, guys. Like you can't know why maybe things aren't happening in that moment. There may be a bigger reason why. At least I noticed that with me. So you always just gotta like just trust the process and keep trusting the process because I promise you guys, it's for your highest good. It is literally all for your highest good. Everything that you want is gonna get to you. Trust me. But like this is why like I tell people like there's your higher self and like all this universal forces that are taking care of this. Like you just do your part, which is making the best of where you're at, consistently making the best of where you're at. When you can't do that practice where you're just laying low, you're just riding out that lower energy. Like that is the practice always and forever. Oh, Sandy, I love it. I love it. Yes, right. Nene. Nene says to Hawa, the small changes add up and become bigger in time and then they manifest into something. Like those baby steps are so important, guys. It's all serving you. When I would think about how when I always feel like it's for me, it's happening to I'm so protected. You're so loved. You're so being guided in the best way possible for you. Like I never get bombarded with questions, which I appreciate. Because I couldn't imagine being bombarded with so many questions and wanting to answer all your questions. It's like everything comes to me at the right timing. I'm never overwhelmed. I never feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. This is too much for me. It's like, it's all just flowing to me at the right time. I've never had any hiccups. Everything runs so smooth for me. It all happens the way it's supposed to, guys. Like, I never feel like I can't handle it. Like, even my business and how it's unfolding. Like, it's so natural and it's so effortless and that's how it should be because you're in no rush, guys. There's no rush here. There's no rush. It's all happening for you in the right timing. when you're working with universal forces in that way and you're not persisting in anything and trying so hard to get it and bringing things in too soon, you're just letting it happen. You're letting things happen, right? Just allow things to unfold. I know. So whenever you feel like impatient, just bring yourself back to this moment and say, okay, like, what can I do right now? There's something I can do. I can meditate. Let me get up and clean my house. Let me listen to a song I like. Let me do so. Like I always say, when you're impatient, it's helping you practice patience. Like if I'm like, oh my God, I need this thing. Why isn't it here yet? It's helping me be more better without that thing. So always flip it in that way. Like when you're like, why don't I have this thing? I need this thing. I'm like, nope, it's helping me be better without this thing. Or, oh my gosh, I just like, I'm impatient. Like I'm bored right now. I'm bored. Oh, it's helping me learn how to feel better on my own and do things, find things to fill that on my own. Right? So like I always flip it in that way. Like always flip it. Like whenever you're saying like a negative, that's how you can flip it. It's not like, it is kind of flipping a thought, I guess, right? But now I've been doing that now. Like, you know what? No, I'm not bored. I can find something to do right now. Let me do a live with you guys. Let me do a TikTok. Let me work on my audio, right? Yes, you can crawl, girl. You can crawl. You can do whatever you want because it's your reality. Many times I crawled. I used to say like I felt like I was walking through quicksand at times, like literally walking through quicksand. It's like when you're in the ocean and if someone's drowning, you're supposed to just stay there still. You're not supposed to be fighting because then you're just going to drown. So trust me, you're good. You're fine. Crawling is fine. You can't make a mistake. Why do we have to go through negative energy around us? I try to stay positive. You don't. It's not that you're okay. So Candace, with your question, why do we have to go through negative energy around us? I try to stay positive. It's not really. It's just knowing how this all works. That's it. There's a difference there now. It's not that you're going through the negative energy with it. It can serve you. Lower energy. Ugh. It went red. So it's all guidance when you know when we know what we know now, right? So being in a lower energy, if you're just staying quiet and calm, it's going to actually work in your favor. That's all. It's not like you have to like you don't have to like sit there and dwell in it. You can still move through it. It's all serving you. It's really just guiding you out of it more. You get those. I rarely go in those moments, guys. It's very far and few between. Trust me, there's way more positive than there is moments where I'm like in a lower energy. But it's all guidance. It's also, you won't look at it that way anymore. Like, oh my God, you got to learn how to make the best of situations. That's what it's helping you do. It's helping you always pick yourself back up again. It's helping you become more stable. It's helping you become more confident. It's helping you become more secure, right? So you can really start enjoying this experience and what you came here to live. So it is all perspective and how you're seeing it, right? So if you're like, oh my gosh, why do I got to do this again? Or why is this happening to me? You're just seeing, that's just how you're perceiving it in that moment. So you have to look at it as, oh my God, this is serving me. It's all serving me. It's all moving me towards more. It's all moving me towards best. Yeah, honestly, let it pass. All-time favorite dessert? I don't know. My all-time favorite dessert. I really like butter cake, and I haven't gotten it since I talked about it with you guys all the time. That's probably one of my favorite desserts. I could eat the whole thing. I could literally eat the whole butter cake. I don't know if you've ever had it, but yeah, cheesecake's not my favorite. I like cheesecake though, but it's not my favorite. It's just cheesecake is so rich. I like it though. I like it. I like me some vanilla cupcakes with vanilla icing too. I could eat that every single day, like literally every single day. So okay, so when it comes to Candace, your question, you have to understand that you know more. You said, how do I deal with other people's negative energy, like coworkers? So first, it's like, you know more now, right, Candace? Like, I know how this reality works. I know that I'm moving towards best and better, but not everybody knows this information. So that's where it starts. So when you feel like someone's negative around you, you have to have compassion. You have to say, you know what? I don't know what they've been through. I don't know what they've been through for nothing. But I know that I know more now. And I know that I'm moving towards best and better. So just by having compassion for them and by saying, I don't know what they've been through, that is enough to get you out of that. So in those moments, you can do the practices, calm, relaxing your body and all of that, so you're not like so triggered by someone else's energy. And again, have compassion for others, because you don't know their life for nothing. You don't know their life for nothing. But now you're choosing to move towards best and better. So in those moments, like, it's really about non-judgment. It's really about non-judgment. And you'll start to see them differently. That's the thing. You'll start to get a different version of them when you stay calm and neutral and understand that not everybody understands this information. What kind, Nathan? What kind of donuts? Like chocolate or vanilla? I love the vanilla donuts with sprinkles, or the ones with like cream in them. Remember, we always use. I make really good brownies. I make Reese peanut butter brownies. All my nieces and nephews love them. Oh, that's an interesting one. Peach cobbler. I'm reading all your guys' desserts. I got myself some ice cream. I think it's Ben and Jerry's. My daughter likes the fish food. She always gets the fish food. So I got 2 of them because I started reading it and I'm like, oh wait, I was like, I think I would like this one too. So I'm going to have that tonight. Oh, okay, Nay. Oh, you like strawberry. I'm not a strawberry person. I'm not a strawberry. Oh, that's funny. I wasn't expecting that, Nathan. So what starts to happen is that, so what happened with me from a coworker at work is she left my job. I wasn't seeing her often. I wasn't judging her. I was staying calm and neutral, and she just left. Like she left. So like and then someone else took her place, and let me tell you, that's the girl I always talk about on here. I loved her. She was like amazing. I loved her. She was so helpful to me. She was so, like, anytime I asked her to do something, she would do it. She would come in. She was so positive every morning. So like that girl took her place, right? So like, you got to stay neutral in those situations. You got to stay calm in those situations. You got to be non-judgmental. And you become an example to people by always staying positive no matter what. Like if she would start talking about something, I would change the subject, so you can like lightly change the subject to something else. You got to stop talking about them too. Like, don't go home and complain about them. Don't complain about them to people. We don't realize that we do these types of things, guys. Like, if you're constantly complaining about them, they ain't going nowhere. If you're constantly complaining about them in your mind and to your family and to your friends and to people at work, they ain't going anywhere. You're keeping them in your existence. What you focus on, what you give your attention to, is what you continue to experience. So just be very aware of what you're focusing on, right? I know we all know that, but we don't realize how much we're focusing on what we don't want. That's where my practices are going to help you. They help you catch those moments. That's why I talk about flow, understanding what it means to be in flow versus not being in flow, doing practices like relaxing practices, right? Meditation. These kinds of practices help you. Oh, wait, there I go complaining about someone again. Oh, there I go arguing with this moment again. There I go arguing with an old circumstance again. I've done it too. But these practices help you catch those moments better and more and more. Oh, of course, Caleb. I've been catching myself from. Oh, it is, right? It is. Those moments are so big live. Like Infinitely just said, I've been catching myself from speaking negatively. It's been a really good feeling. I was so excited when I started catching those moments too. It was always like when I was in the shower for some reason. I would go right to like complaining it or an old story, right? And I'd be like, oh my God, I'm catching it. So it was more of an excitement that I was catching those moments. And that's what starts to happen. You're like, I'm arguing with an old story. Oh my God. And then you calm yourself down. You soften your body, you relax your body. You know, you say, oh wait, I don't have to do this anymore. I don't have to figure anything out anymore. And you start telling yourself those types of things. It is just have to stay calm around people. A negative person in my boss at work, but she has nice. Oh, Clover, that means everything. That means, so you're seeing the good in people. That's enough. That's enough. So stay calm in the moments that, you know, you're not seeing that. Stay calm and quiet and keep focusing on what you're saying here is like, everybody has good in them. I used to always say that. Everybody has good in them. Everybody does, because that's your true nature. Your true nature is love, is good, is kind, right? So we're just all running on programs. That's all. And the more you do these practices, you can change people. You really can, because they're reflecting back to you. When the more you start to feel better, the more you start to become more positive, they will reflect that back to you, because life is a mirror. Everything's reflecting back to you. So you'll start to see that in your life. I know, right? I got my refresher today, Pixie. I get my refresher and my soda every single day. That's like my thing. Because then I wake up and I do like my answer questions on here, and I have my refresher, and then I have my tea with you guys on live. So like I have my little routine going. It's so funny because you said you like fudge brownies and you guys like brownies, and I make them all the time, but I don't like them. I don't even like my own brownies. I don't think I'm a big chocolate person. That's why. I think I'm more of a vanilla cake, vanilla icing type person. But yeah, I don't really like vanilla ice cream, which is weird. I don't love it if it's flat, the Coke soda, but I'll still drink it. The ones from McDonald's are usually really good though. Like they're very crisp. Like they're always good. So they're rarely flat. I actually don't like a super carbonated soda either though. So I think McDonald's sodas are perfect for me. Yeah, if it's like completely flat, I'll literally gag. I'll gag. Like I'll be like, ugh. They are spicy. Just gonna say, since I found you, Kira, and family love. Oh, that's what it's all about, Nene, right? I love that. That's where you're gonna get your most. That's where you're gonna find your joy too, Nene. Like when you like you know what I always talk about? Like you have so much here that you created. You could be you created everything in your reality. It's all here. You created it. And when you start making the best of it, like your family and your friends and all that, you're going to like find so much joy in it that you never seen before. And you're going to start having fun with it. And you're going to be like, I don't even got to go anywhere. Like those things just get better and things do start to manifest, but you're going to use those things to your advantage. And you're just going to start having so much fun. There's so much, it's all the physical things that you have now that are going to move you to your manifestations, guys. So yeah, Caleb, so here's the thing with that. You're eventually going to stop doing that too. So it starts with the not venting. You're catching those moments. You're not texting your friends anymore. You're not complaining to your family, your friend about it, right? Then it's internalizing it. So now you're going to continue to do the practices and you're just going to relax and you're going to do the calming practices. you'll start catching those moments as well. At first, you're going to be doing it, but you're going to be like, you're going to soften your body. It's like almost like they take over. It's like they pull you in, but you're going to relax your body and soften your body. So eventually you will stop doing it in your mind as well, but it starts with not venting. That's what it starts with. Like, you're not doing it. At least you're not doing that now. Now, so when I say quiet, I mean quiet down those thoughts. But at first, it's really not saying it to me. So when people like go in my private Facebook group, I can tell when they're kind of new because they're telling me their whole story. And I got to remind them, no, in a nice way. Like, this is what you don't want to do because you're now just bringing that all to life. You're just literally saying, this is my life. This is what I'm going to keep manifesting, right? So it's like you're keeping that active because what you focus, what you give attention on is what you continue to manifest. So I have to explain to them like, no, we don't do this here. And then you're going to probably do it a little bit in your mind, but you're going to keep relaxing. You're going to keep softening. You're going to keep just like softening your body and saying like, I don't have to figure this out. I don't have to do this anymore, right? And even by just relaxing your body, you are starting to move out of that as well. Till eventually, you will completely stop doing it. So guys, in the private Facebook group, if you guys see it before I do, could you just say the same thing to them? I know, like, they mean well. They're asking for, nobody's trying to do this. They're just, some people don't understand. So whoever's in the private Facebook group, if you guys see someone like venting or telling a whole story, just like kindly say, well, this is what keeps it active. So you really just want to keep those moments to yourself and do the practices quiet, calm, and relaxing, right? So like if you ever catch it, say the same thing so we can really like make it known. But Christine, I know you always do that stuff anyway. You're good. Like you're always on it. The weather's warm, but it's so rainy, Nathan. It's so like weird because like I think is my heat on? It's just like it's hot and then I'm cold and then I'm hot and then I'm cold. I think it's like 50 something. Oh, so were you taking a break, Dream, from your phone? Yes, Faith, they do. But it takes a little bit of practice, right? Everybody is where they're at, right? Like in understanding this. So I try to like keep it to where like where everybody's at because some of us are past that point. Like we're past that point of where like it's even we're not really arguing with this moment anymore, right? Some of us are still like catching those moments still. And some people are brand new. And they're straight out venting still. They're straight out telling you their whole story of what's going wrong. So we want to like just do our best to keep reminding everyone like, no, don't vent about it. Keep it to yourself. It sounds bad, but you really are internalizing it. You're kind of like sitting with that lower energy to let yourself, to show yourself that it can work in your favor, right? And it will work in your favor the more you can like internalize it and keep it to yourself. We have to do this for a while, right? Like you do feel like you have to do it. It is happening quick, but like you're going to constantly like go within in those moments and just like you want to like speak about it. We're so used to talking about like our problems with our friends and we sit around and we talk about them and you know, none of us knew how powerful we were. Nobody knew. We were all running on these programs, right? It is a process, but you're constantly moving forward. You just don't always feel that way. Hi, Stesso. Thank you, Stesso. When I enter into best abundant timeline, it feels like So don't do it, JM. Do not do it. Are you talking about my meditation? Go back to the other one. Relax, it's done. If you're listening, guys, trust how you feel. Trust how you feel. So when you're listening, you're not ready for it yet. Go back to the first one, relax, it's done. That one's more about lower energies and stuff like that. I was actually just listening to that today. The relax, it's done meditation. You know, I'm faithful to my audio. I love I just went back to the meditation of relax, it's done. Go back to that one. Even when you're in a lower energy, guys, if you have lazy manifesting, go back to relax. It's done, that meditation. Go back to the beginning if you have to as well. If you're feeling a little bit resistance or like off listening to it, you're not ready for it. You'll work your way to it. Can you say that again, JM. Caleb, go to my link. It should be there. It's called Create Your Best Life. And honestly, Caleb, my face is on it, so you can't miss it. I was going to change that, but I just leave it so people can find me. When you look it up, Create Your Best Life, you'll see my picture. You'll see me. Hi, Mimi. So I don't have to think back on conversations I've had once. No, Laura, no. No, like you never want to go back ever. You want to practice never going back. Ever. I don't even practice it with good things, guys. Like you always forward movement. Practice forward movement. Be forgetful. I forget. Good. Look at my dog. She's going to sit right up here. Look, that whole cushion is going to come down. And she's literally going to crush it. So practice being forgetful. Like, oh, I forget what I was thinking a second ago. Always forward movement. She's literally pushing me out of the seat here. You need a haircut. You got bangs. Say hi, Mel. Say hi. She's probably like, what is she doing? I always think they think like, what is she doing? Like, she's so hyper. Like, she's so crazy. Christine's got your back, girl. Christine's got your back. She said you have to stay. Oh, thanks, Tessa. Oh, good, Caleb, good. She's like crushing this whole drawer. It's been rainy out. Oh, thank you, Rangy. I want to say that right. Oh my God, I probably did not say it right. Rangy? Did I say that right? Oh, does it? Oh, that's so cute, Dream. Me and my daughter say hun all the time. We just mess around. Like, we're like we call each other hun. I'll be like, come here, hun. Come on, hun. Do this, hun. And like, we just joke around. Hi, Brenda. Okay, Caleb, as soon as I get off here, I have to accept you. So I'll accept it as soon as I get off. Thanks, Tessa. I know, it's rainy, so like they smell like, and nobody smells it but me. Like, I'm like, guys, nobody smells these dogs. Like, no, I don't smell them. I'm like spraying the house. How about when talking to someone and it's time to address something? No, you're not addressing anything, Laura, ever. Don't ever address anything. You don't have to address anything, guys. Like, everything will work itself out. Never address. You don't have to address things. You don't have to work things out. That's not your job. Everything will work out itself. It's not your job to work those things out. It's not your job to get to the bottom of things. It's not your job to figure things out. And that's a good point, Laura. Like, I'm like thankful that you're bringing that up, because I think that's back to your programming. Everything will work itself out. You got to show yourself that it will work itself out. So these stories, the only way they stay active is if you keep bringing attention to them and keep focusing on them and keep wanting to get to the bottom of it. They work themselves out, right? They always work themselves out. Trust me. Trust me. I can tell you everything under the sun that happened to me. You got to take a step back. Thank you. You got to take a step back and you got to let them work themselves out. It's just, you're so used to like, I got to prove my point. I got to explain myself. It's all your programming. Yes. It may shake you at times. I'm saying yes to what you're saying, Christine. You're not used to this. Guys, we're not used to just, thank you, Stesso. We're not used to just, it may take a little bit of time. When I think about some of the things that was happening like in my life as I was moving forward and these things that I was causing them. We cause everything. They took a little bit of time, but they literally resolved themselves. Like you would never knew any of these things happened in my reality. Like it's mind blowing, but you're creating it because as you're moving forward and you're understanding this, stuff's coming up. Like it's just, the story doesn't matter really. It's just these belief systems are showing themselves in any way they can. And if you're quiet in your world like I was, it only could work with what was around me. So it's like they have to come up, guys. They have to come up to be released. You're just staying calm and quiet. Let them work themselves out. These stories, the stories they're attached to doesn't matter. It's just using whatever it can that's in your life. So it's just a limiting belief. It's just a fear-based belief system. It's just a program. Trust me, do not fall into the trap of I got to work this out. That's your programming. I got to get to the bottom of this. I have to explain myself. I have to let them know it's okay. I'm not mad, or you're not mad at me, right? I'm not mad at you, right? No. That's programming. That's keeping a belief system active. Like you're literally just taking a step back from all this stuff. Take a step back, guys. Take a step back. Do the practices. Focus on other things as much as you can. Meditate. Listen to Release Resistance. Listen to my audios. Listen to YouTube these YouTube lives. You're doing nothing. Everything will work itself out. Best case scenario. Even when you try to involve yourself, like people say, well, I'm saying it in a nice way. You're still not moving towards best case scenarios. Take a step back. Best case scenario. Listen, I've been doing this my whole life, not realizing it. I never let things bother me. I always just was like, it is what it is. People always came back with major apologies in my life. I never understood what was happening. It's because I never cared. I never cared. Like, I never took things personal when people were mean to me. I was just like, oh, well, like, everybody has their stuff. And I just moved on to my happy life. And people always come back. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. And I'm like, you never hurt me. Like, I'm fine. I'm happy. Right? Oh, I got a galaxy. Thank you. I'm like so yapping that I'm not even saying thank you. Thank you for that. You guys are awesome. Stesso, you're so awesome. What are you guys doing for New Year's? Anything fun? I never do anything fun for New Year's. Like, yeah, like, I mean, I have fun. Like, I'm with my family. Sometimes we do stuff, but I've never done anything like major, right? Like, it's always like, I shouldn't say that. We always have fun with my kids and my family. But like, sometimes I'm like, I'm just so tired. Like, I just want to go to bed. Yes, exactly, Linda. Exactly. Uh-oh. Is it my necklace? Nathan's back. What about repetitive unwanted behavior in family members or parents? They will work themselves out. Same thing, Hawa. It will work itself out. I promise you it will work itself out. The more you can feel better, no matter what. That's the key to it. You need to learn how to feel good no matter how anyone's behaving around you. It's not needing them to change, right? That will reflect back to you the more that you feel better around them. The more that you can find that peace and happiness no matter what. Settling yourself down, redirecting your attention. Trust me, it gets better. You don't got to do anything. You just got to let these things work themselves out. You will feel the difference in your energy around people. You're more confident, you're more stable, you're more secure. You feel in control. Where before you may have felt like energy around people, you're more confident, you're more stable, you're more secure. Like I said, you're more in control, you're unbothered. I say the words untouchable, but you act, like I said, you're more in control, you're unbothered. I say the words untouchable, but you actually have to start to have positive experiences with them. That's how you get there, though. You have to let it happen. You have to let these things happen. Let them unfold. Let them work themselves out. You just focus on yourself. You keep doing the practices. How to handle limiting beliefs when shopping. I went shopping today and noticed my limiting beliefs. Relax your body, Chelsea. Get really calm. Get yourself to as neutral as you can. These things pop up out of nowhere, guys. Like, they do. Like, they're going to happen in the most randomest times. If it's a money belief, if you're talking about, Chelsea, relax your body, soften your body, breathe, right? I don't got to figure anything out. I know I'm moving towards best and better. And just keep repeating, like, those types of things. You're really just calming yourself down. That's it. That's how you start to eliminate those belief systems that do not work for you anymore. Thanks, Tesso. Because remember, if it doesn't feel good, it's because there's a belief there that doesn't match what's best for you. Plain and simple. But you don't got to figure it out. You already know. It's obvious. That's what people say. They're like, I don't got to work through my beliefs. Your beliefs are obvious. The story's very clear, or you just don't feel good. And in those moments, you just relax and stay calm and ride it out. For the most part, belief systems, you don't really got to investigate them. They're right there. And my practice is you're not investigating anything. You're doing the opposite of investigating. You're not entertaining them at all. You're doing cool, calm, and neutral. You're relaxing your body. You're breathing. You're settling yourself down. That's all you're doing with my practices. If you want to do this easy, this is what you're doing. Yes, and that is huge, what Christine said. Just noticing it is enough. Just noticing it is enough. Now you're aware of it. Your brain, there it is. It's there. Thank you. Thank you for the galaxy. Like, it's there now, right? It's there. So now what are you doing? Just breathe through it. Relax through it. Girl, let me tell you. Let me tell you how many times those money beliefs had to come up for me before I could stop even focusing on them anymore. So many times. So many times, but you know you can't make a mistake now. You know it's just going to keep getting better. You release your attachment to money. You release your attachment to everything with these practices. You're just going to constantly be moving towards best and better. Trust me. Trust me. And like I said, you can't make a mistake. Always know that. You're in no rush, guys. You're in no practices. And sometimes creating a feel-good atmosphere, it went red. Sometimes creating a feel-good atmosphere means neutral, because that's all I can give you right now, because I'm feeling unsettled. I'm not feeling good. So all I can give you right now is neutral, and that's enough, because nothing will manifest with neutral. So neutral, you're making the best of where you're at, creating a feel-good atmosphere as much as you can. Happiness is your priority. Happiness is the prize all the time. And when you can't, neutral. That's it. That's enough. That's flow. That's flow. Thanks, Tesso. Oh, wait. Dream. I love it. So Dream took a break, right? You took a break from social media. I want you to share it. I want you to share it with us, because it's everything. It's like we really got to quiet it down. Try to find something else to take its place from time to time. Like, I find myself doing it too from time. Like, we're all human. But I'm telling you, it's literally, it's, I feel like it stops you from focusing on better things. Like, you're better off, like, vacuuming your house instead of scrolling through social media. I laugh, like, you guys don't even know what I'm laughing at. I'm reading some of your stuff. Even, guys, it was just because I was out. See, yeah, but same thing, right? That's so awesome, Dream. I love it. Because that's why we say, like, your power is in the physical things you've already created. That's where your power is. I was just going to, so I meditate lightly. Like, I get up and it's easy for me to quiet my mind. But when I start meditating again and I start saying, all right, I'm going to meditate again, I create a little bit of resistance again, because I'm like deeply meditating again. So it's normal when you're really just like sitting in those energies, or you're just sitting with the nothingness, to like bring up some, I always say, like, if you're moving towards your most abundant timeline in every area and aspect of your life, guys, you're going to have some resistance, but it becomes expansion. Now I know what it is. I know it's expansion. I know that's all it is. You break down all those fear-based belief systems, right? And put my phone, oh, I love it. Dream, I love it. See, that's what I try to do. Like what Dream's saying is so true. Like she said she put her phone on Do Not Disturb. Like when my kids come out, like to talk to me, I put down my phone. When anyone's around me, no phone at all. Like I make that a habit. Even when I'm like scrolling through my phone too much, I'm like, you know what? I'm scrolling too much. Your power's not in your phone and scrolling. Your power's not in your phone even researching. You don't need the research anymore anyway, right? Your power is with your animals. Like I'd rather pet her, right? Or like I said, I'd rather clean my house. Like I have more power in doing that, manifesting power in doing that than scrolling. Because something always like gets you. Something always gets you. Like you're going and you're just like, oh my God, like why? Why do I do that to myself? Thanks, Tesso. Oh, JM, let me read your, right, Christine? Oh, hi, Cheryl. I'm just reading. Which should be achieved first, like learning to calm down before to get into best timeline? No, what do you mean? Like learning to calm down? You're always practicing calmness, JN. You're always going to be practicing, doing relaxing practices. You are going to get very non-reactive though. So here's the thing about non-reaction. Is the more you practice it, you're just not reactive anymore. And even if you do get reactive just a little bit, you catch it so quick. And you understand like, oh wait, you just calm yourself down. I caught myself doing this around the holidays, like very quick. And it would just, the whole momentum would shift in my favor because I caught it so quick, right? So the more you do it, thanks. Is that from you, Nene? Thank you, Nene. You catch it so quick. So it's like, that's why you just keep applying it over and over again. That's why I say it's a practice that takes practice, but you do master it. You master non-reaction. Nothing gets past. It's like, I remember Abraham used to say this. Thanks, Tesso. She used to say, like, everything just always will go your way. And that's when you're practicing non-reaction over and over again, it's almost like it's always going to be going your way no matter what. It's always going your way. Because you're so aware. You become so aware. You're just always like I said, there was a few things that got me for a second, but I was like, no, I don't do this anymore. And I was able to block it out and ignore it. Now I can see the dot. So every time it goes red, that's why I stop talking, because I don't want to mess. Like I just go silent just until it goes green again. Oh, that's the best. When you start saying, I love my life. When I first started doing these practices, I used to say that a lot. And then I stopped for a while because I was like breaking down some fear-based belief systems. I wasn't saying it for a while. And now I'm back to saying that. Like, I love my life. Like I always said, I had great things in my life. I manifested amazing things. But I feel like in order for me to be able to explain this to others, I had to go through some things too, right? Plus, like I said, I asked for change. When you're asking for change, guys, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. No, you are not, Mimi. I was more focused on you being in Egypt. That's all I seen. Is that me and my energy was redirecting? Was very high. Yeah. Did you keep practicing it, Mimi? Like now you're aware, right? So you know. Like when I'm like have some anxiety, like out of nowhere, I'm just like, I'm aware enough to know. I'm like, I don't even know why. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know why I have it. I just calm myself down. I just use it as something to practice. Keep practicing, keep relaxing, keep breathing, keep softening. So I just use it to my advantage. But I get it sometimes. I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why I have anxiety right now. I have no idea why I have anxiety right now. I laugh. I'm like, I have no reason. I have no reason to have anxiety right now, but I got anxiety. So I just like drop my shoulders. I'll take a breath. I breathe. And it goes away. It goes away eventually. But like I said, I'm still human. Like I have moments. Thank you for all the prizes and stuff, guys. Every time I visualize, I get the opposite the next day. Yeah, pizza. So that's so good that you're aware of it. So I used to you're like, you know what? I don't think this is going to work for me anymore. So you'll take a break. You'll take a break from it. Like I don't do anything really to manifest now. It's more of just creating a feel-good atmosphere for me. I never did when I did things to manifest. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Stesso. These things are so cool. These things like a snow globe. Like seriously? I stopped because you don't need to do them, and they again sometimes you're in opposition as you're doing things, and you can bring things in, but you can find yourself not happy. So there was many reasons why I stopped doing techniques and stuff. I just wanted to be happy, and when you start to be happy, things come to you anyway. You're a magnet. So it really is just about getting yourself in that feel good energy, and that's what my practices will help you do. You'll start to be in that energy. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you, guys. I guess these guys are trying to say come on at night more often. Is that your sign to me to get up on here at night? Oh, you guys are so awesome. I love you guys. Every time Kira says thanks, But one thing I realize, everything I think about, it. Oh, Mimi said, one thing I realize is every time I think about something, it always comes true. I manifest what I want. I know, you guys are giving me the best prizes ever. I love you guys. It's funny because these nighttime lives are really popping. Oh, of course, Dream, like, you know I love this too, guys. Like, I do. I would never, like, it's not like, oh, I got to do a live with you guys. I'm like, my daughter, she was, like, doing something, and we're going to watch something after she's done. And I'm like, well, I'm going to jump on a live, because I'd rather do a live than, like, scroll through TikTok or just be kind of bored. Like, I'm sitting here kind of bored, right? Thanks, Tesso. That's how I used to talk in high school. Like, I was so quiet, but I would always go, hi. Like, I would always say hi to everybody. I was always friendly. Can you give an example? What is best abundant timeline practice like? Okay, so JM, when you were talking about best abundant timeline, I thought you were talking about my audio. So I have a audio of affirmations. It's like a meditation on your most abundant timeline. So it's more so of knowing that your most abundant timeline exists right now in every area and aspect of your life. I'm talking about everything: your health, your finances, your relationships, your relationship, right? Everything and anything you could possibly think of is happening now, right? That's your most abundant timeline. Financial freedom, just happiness at its best. It's happening now, and it's making its way to you now. But guess what? There only is now. So it's all about feeling good now and making the best of where you are now. And that's how you start to line up with it. And that's it. It's not more difficult than that. So you're just constantly being consistent with the practices, right? You're making the best of this moment. And when you can't, you get neutral. You practice neutral. I used to say cool, calm, and neutral. And I think I want to go back to that, because do you know what's funny about cool, calm, and neutral? I let somebody get to my head. She said, nobody knows what that means. I know, that's how she was saying it. That's when I was more triggered. That was a long time ago. And I stopped saying it because of that. But I love it. It really is about neutral. It's cool, calm, neutral. So when you can't feel good, cool, calm, neutral. You want to get neutral. That's it. It's that simple. And relaxing your body, softening your body, relaxing your shoulders is you being neutral. Oh, this is so cool. I got to actually look at it. Because usually I can't see it. Is my necklace? Oh my God, Nathan, it's so bad. Thank you so much, Stesso. Oh, you guys are awesome. Right? You will, Caleb. You will. You will start to feel that. Let me start getting out. Like, I know not everybody has my audio, but I got a lot of cool affirmations coming towards you guys. Like, I just sent out a new one now. I'll start putting out some stuff in Release Resistance as well. That's kind of similar. I'll try to like get something out for you guys that don't have the audio. But that's the kind of stuff I'm putting out now. It's like they're just words with no I am next to it. Because I am, there's a lot of resistance in I am. You only need to say words like unbothered, untouchable. I'm trying to think of some things now. I'm on the spot. I can't think. Like, you can say confidence, confident, stable, secure, right? Like, there ain't nothing serious going on here. This is all for fun. So you want to start saying things like that keep you, like, there ain't nothing serious going on here. This is just a game. This is all for fun. Like, I would just say words like silly, goofy, like things like that. Have you seen... No, I've never seen it. Why? Aquaman? No. Why? What's it have to do with anything? TikTok. Is being in the best timeline supposed to be true? Is this like the living from the end theory? Yeah, JM. So for me, it's never like, it's living in the now, knowing that your most abundant timeline exists now, because there only is now, right? So it's more about like the knowledge, right? Oh, Nay. That's from, do you guys watch Nailed It? Thanks, guys. Nailed It has a gun, a money gun when they win. And that's what that looked like. Oh, I wish my daughter could see these. You know what's funny, guys? Hi, Vale. You can't see this stuff when I upload it. So I can't even show my kids. Like, oh, look at this thing, look at this snow globe and stuff. Thank you, guys. Guys, I'm gonna be rich after this live. So the now is in the end. Yeah, Emma, so like my thing isn't like you're living in the end. Like that for me, there was too much resistance in that. And it's limiting. Like, what are you living in the end of? Your most abundant timeline exists in every area and aspect of your life. So this is moving you towards everything, right? But there only is the now. And your most abundant timeline is happening now because there only is now. Now you're just making the best of this moment. That's it. And when you can't, you get neutral. You get neutral. Oh, Nay. You guys. Oh, you guys are so awesome. It is easy. Like, the practice is easy and simplistic. You just got to be consistent. You just got to be consistent with it. You got to understand what it means to be neutral in those moments, right? You're just neutral. That's neutral. So it's like, I listen to this. When I listen to people that don't know this that much and they like channel something new and fresh. And I just found a girl and that's what she said. She's like, you just got to get neutral. You just got to be neutral. And that's what it is. You got to be neutral and above. Neutral and above. Like, that's it. That's all it is. You just don't want to drop in those low. When you do drop in those lower energies, you got to get neutral. So that's how you always stay in flow. That's how you're always moving forward, right? So you just keep doing that to see what it feels like. Thanks, Tesso. Yeah, it's 9:53 here too, Nathan. Yeah, we're in the same time zone. I just love this. I know. Me too, Christine. We have literally the best people ever, like the best group. Everybody's so uplifting. Everybody's so kind. And if you Christine, did you listen to the most recent audio about the universe? It talks about the universe. Like, it just talks about like, you did enough. Thank you. Like, you deserve everything. Like, and it's the truth. It's the truth, guys. Like, you're always doing the right thing by choosing to be kind, by choosing to stay calm, right? That's, I don't like to say doing the right thing because there's no right or wrong, but our truth is love. Our truth is kindness, guys. Like, that's our truth. And if you can't feel that in that moment, get neutral. Get neutral. Oh, thanks, Starship. I always want to sing the song when I see Starship. But I'm not singing it. Hi, BB. Oh, you're from Jersey. Yeah, I'm Philly, so I'm right around the corner. I feel like I'm going to say that wrong, Val. Uruguay. I'm not even. The night is young. The night is young in California. Yeah. I can't wait till it starts getting, when the way you said that, Christine, thanks, Desso. The night is young. It makes me miss like the spring and like the summer and stuff. Like, I can't wait already. I'm ready for the spring, guys. I'm ready. Just give me, I always say, just give me one snowstorm. I'm happy. I want to be snowed in. And then I'm ready for spring. It's 12. Wow. It's so funny. Isn't it all the different times, guys? I think it's so cool. All the different times, guys. I think it's so cool. But I feel like if I say it, because I say things wrong anyway. Like, I just say things wrong a lot. I know, like, I do like this. I don't want it to snow all the time. But I'm like, I know, it's just pretty. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for the money gun. Did anybody ever see Nailed It? Hi, Sam. Oh, I'm so glad I got to see like everybody tonight. Oh, Tara. I know, it gets so dark. Like, it's like 4 o'clock and it's dark. It feels like it's 11. I'm like, it's not even, it's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Thanks, Tessa. Isn't it, Sam? I love Nailed It. I love it. Nicole, I love Nicole. And Shock. And I just want, hi, Caitlin. I haven't seen you, Caitlin. Unless you just haven't jumped on. Thanks, Tesso. Thanks, Tesso. I got some high heels. I got some roses. Uruguay. I'm the worst. I'm like still trying to pronounce it. I got in bad fight with my friend last night. I was triggered. So Tara, don't feel guilty. Because you can't make a mistake in any of this, right? You just relax, you just stay calm, use it to your advantage. Always remind yourself, like, forward movement, right? So, like, never go back, never try to figure it out. You know, just keep relaxing your body. Know you're moving out of it. Know it's working itself out. Always remind yourself there only is this moment. There only is this moment. And always think forward movement. U to Y. Wait, it's not U to Y, is it? Are you teasing me? Are you trying to make me? There's no way. Is that it? U to Y? I would not have thought of that. I feel like I'm 12 years old right now. I feel like I'm in school. And I'm like, teach me, teacher. Oh, I got it right. Good, Val. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks, Stesso. I'm like making sure I'm saying thank you to Stesso. Oh, of course, Tara. You just got to keep practicing it. Oh, are are you? Oh, good, Caitlin. Did you get the most recent update, Caitlin? I always tell people, if you're ever finding yourself having some resistance in the newer stuff, just keep listening to the older stuff and work your way up, guys. Because some of the newer stuff, it's newer, so you might be like, always trust your gut, right? Like, trust your feelings. So like if you're listening to it, you're like, oh, there's some resistance in that new audio. All right, let me go back to like the first meditation, or let me go back to manifest properly, or let me go back to the powers in the present moment. Like, there's so much there to choose from, and eventually you'll have no resistance at all. You'll be able to listen to them all the time. But sometimes, like, people will say like, oh God, I had a little resistance after listening to that. Some people are trust, like, oh, some resistance in that one. Let me go back to power in the present moment, right? Oh, that's so awesome, Linda. But I don't think there's too much resistance in that newest one. You deserve it all. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, I'm reading what Nathan's saying now. I'm just reading up on your guys' lives. That's all. Hi, Sam. Yeah. So, Caitlin, like when you're in those lower energies, go back to a really good one for guys when you're in a lower energy and you're just like finding yourself panicking a little is the first meditation. Relax, it's done. The first meditation, lazy manifesting. Not the abundance one. Go back to that, relax, it's done. If you're finding yourself in a lower energy, go back to that. Go back to that. I think I'm going to send out a quick reminder of like being in lower energies is not a bad thing. Stay neutral. I think I made one for myself and it really helped me. It's real quick. It's not long. But I think I'm just going to send it out to you guys and you can go back to it whenever you're in that lower energy just to have like that little reminder from time to time that it's all good. It's all serving you. It's all moving you forward. It's all expansion. It's funny because I say, thank you again, Stesso. I don't want to not thank you. Being in a lower energy is a good thing. It's expansion, right? It's serving you when we understand this now. So it's like, yes, it's obviously something that doesn't match what you want, right? But it's coming up for a reason. And when you can just stay neutral in those moments, you move out of it. So it is a good thing. It is serving you. It is expansion, right? Yes, it's a fear-based belief system or it's a belief somewhere that doesn't match what you want, but it's a good thing because it's coming up. And we want these things to come up, right? We want them to come up so we can release them. So that's why it's good. And I want you to just always know that this is a good thing. Whether it's in front of you, whether it's an actual experience or a thought or just a feeling. It's all there to be released. It's all good. It's all serving you. And it's literally that simple. It's all serving you. And in those moments, you don't got to figure anything out. You just stay calm, relax your body. It'll pass. Like I said, sometimes it takes me a day. Sometimes it takes me a minute. Sometimes it takes me an hour. And like I said, it's very far and few between, guys, that I get these anymore. So you will eventually not have them as much. You're more in a positive energy now. Like when you're breaking down those fear-based beliefs, you're more positive. And that's what's making you magnetic, right? Being in that high vibe energy, you're going to know the difference. Like whether like you're really in it or you're not. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, I'm in that high energy. Where I used to say in the beginning, I was like faking it. I was faking it because like I just wanted to feel good. I wanted to understand how this worked. I wanted to know like, what am I missing? Am I doing something wrong? I was too much in my headspace. Eventually, you're not really in your headspace anymore. You're just being you. Right, Caitlin? It gets easier, guys. It does. I promise. Oh, thanks, Nene. I got the Galaxy. These are super cool. I can't wait to eat my ice cream after this. I'm going to have ice cream. I want to do good on my book talk at school next Wednesday. What can I affirm? I want to do good on my book talk at school. Is it anything that you're practicing, Caleb? Like, are you practicing it now and like getting prepared for it? Because that's enough. That's enough. You don't got to affirm anything. If it's something that you're like preparing for, that's all you have to do. Don't overthink it. Be light about it. Be fun about it, right? I would say like just be light about it and have fun about it. You don't really have to affirm anything for something like that. Just make sure you're having fun, right? And you're making it fun. That's what I wish I would have known in school. Be light about it. Have fun with it. I was so scared to do anything in school. Like I always say, I never did a presentation. I never raised my hand. I never spoke. I was so quiet. I was so afraid. And I wish I would have known, like, this is all for fun. There ain't nothing serious going on here. Like, just be light about it. Don't worry about making mistakes either. Like, who cares? Laugh it off. Like, you learn to laugh things off. There you go. Christine got everything is always working out for me. Yeah, so I don't know if you can like practice a little before you do it. Practice with it. And anytime so just it's gonna work out 100%. We all know. We know it's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be amazing. But whenever it pops up in your mind, like you start to get in your head about it, relax your body. That's it. That's your only practice. It's already going to be great. You already know it's going to be great. You're already prepared. But just when it pops up and those nerves start to like come up, just relax your body, soften your body, and use it to your advantage. And now we got to hear about it. Thanks, Desso. It's like always that reminder, like there ain't nothing serious going on here. This is all for fun. Like that's my favorite one. Like there's nothing serious. This is just a fun. This is just for play. Right? Caitlin, me too. Many, many times. Many times. I'm going to pin what Christine said. Because that's really the practice. Like, so I don't really do too much to affirm things because sometimes there's resistance in that, right? If I'm ready to, like, I'm planning something or doing something. It's more so of just knowing it's going to be fine. And this has always worked for me in amazing ways. I have experiences with this. Knowing something was coming up that I had to, like, something was going to happen, I would be nervous about it. I wouldn't affirm for anything, though. I would just, when it came up and it would be on my mind, I would do my practice. I would really relax my body. Even if it got me to the point where I was almost, like, super stressed about it, I would just really use it to my advantage to relax. It always went my way better than I could have planned. Better than I could have planned. Like, I'm talking amazing. This, I'll bring up, I talked about this a lot. It was when I had to do, like, an interview for my kids for homeschool. I was sick about this, but I used it to my advantage, and I would just relax my body, breathe through it. Every night I would be like, all right, I gotta meditate on this. I gotta relax. It still made, but I never affirmed anything. I know it's going to go best case scenario. I know it's going to work out. That was enough. Let me tell you, this worked out better than I could have planned. She actually texted me and said, you are so, like, such a good mom. You're doing such a good job. Like, gave me all these compliments. And I was like, I wasn't expecting, like, I didn't think that at all. Like, I was like, just got through it, right? So trust me, it's all about really not affirming, just knowing it's going to work out. Best case scenario, and just more so relaxing your body when it comes up that you get nervous. Relax my body. I know it's going to work out because it always works out. Thanks, Desso. I want to get in my mind that this is also applies to. Oh, it happens to everything. Caitlin, and relationships. Every area and aspect of your life. Every area and aspect of your life. Even relationships. It's all making its way to you. It's all coming to you. right? You just keep doing the practices, everything. Even when that topic pops up, Caitlin, and you start to feel resistance around it, like, will I ever be in a relationship, or what do I got to do, or do I got to do anything? Just relax. I'm moving towards the best relationship of my life, right? Just get calm, relax your body. Don't try to figure it out. You know it's all making its way to you. Same thing. Every area and aspect, even if you're in a relationship, that's going to improve because every relationship improves, right? I've got to go. Oh, bye, Nene. I'm going to be jumping off too, guys. I can't believe I was on this long. Exactly, Christine. Yeah. It's okay to feel joy. All right. Boldly face to face. Is it okay to feel joy and gratitude towards undesired pain? No, you're not asking for more. Are you saying like wanting to have the suffering though? JM, is that what you're kind of saying? No, I wouldn't ask for it. Just move through life as like you're just moving through life, making the best of each moment. And when those things come up, then you just relax into them. But don't say like, oh, don't force any of this. Don't force and be like, I got to get to these things quick. There's no rush in any of this. Just keep moving through it gracefully because it can just cause a lot of suffering and discomfort. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off and I will be back on tomorrow and maybe even tomorrow night for you guys that are my nighttime gang. It is, right? Let's end that with what Christine said. Oh, wait, I'm able to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Thank you. I was trying it as also my English class and I want to. Oh, you will. You're going to do so good, Caleb. You're going to do so good. It's going to be amazing. I was trying to pin, but I was able to reply. It said I could reply to you, Christine. I never did that before. So, yep, you're in control, guys. You're always in control. And the more you actually let go of control by just relaxing and going with the flow, you're actually more in control. So, keep doing the practices. And it's just for fun, guys. Like, we're all in this together. And really, it's just about understanding that there's nothing you need to do. Everything's making its way to you. You're just making the best of where you're at, right? And when you don't feel good, neutral. Neutral, neutral, neutral. All right, guys. You too, Dream. Thanks, Tesso. Everybody have a great rest of the night. Thank you so much for all my gifts tonight, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye, guys. Thanks again. I have like no voice, guys. Can you accept me on Facebook group? Yes, I will accept you as soon as I get off here, Caleb. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye. Bye, Nathan.